In uptown girl, best one out of Africa. Fine one like a masala. Looking at the mirror, loving that deep chocolate caramel, caramel complexion. Yeah, you me I know say you're the best in the world. Can I take a picture, modify it on my wall? Make I take it to Nigeria, Lagos straight to Kenya. See the gift of nature, we go make you love adventure. Yeah, yeah, you know so you are diva.
I'm the pasta 10. All these ends, why you motherfuckers got to be? All this cops again. Eat a box or something. I such a little watch with some rocks or something. What's poppin', what's poppin', what's poppin'?
Hi my ground ones, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be doing a tutorial for y'all. It's a drugstore slash beauty supply tutorial and I'm so excited. Like, it's fall and this is my first fall look. I'm just like, you know, moisturizing my face with some Mario spray. It's almost done as you can see, but I'm getting every drop, like, you know. So I'm just doing that and I already prepped my skin before. So for primer, I'm using the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer. It's not really my favorite, but I bought it the other day to test it out. I don't know how I feel about it. It makes my face like smooth, but it takes away all that, like, you know, that glowy look that my skin has. And for foundation, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation and I'm using two shades. I'm using Toffee, I think that's 505, and I'm using 510 Hazelnut. 505 is would be my perfect shade, but it has a pink undertone, so that I don't really like. It doesn't have any warmth to it. So the hazelnut now has warmth, so I decided to mix them both. The hazelnut is too warm, like it's not like the perfect match. So I mix them both and I'm just applying that with my e.l.f. foundation brush. I think it's the Perfect Foundation brush or something like that. One of them e.l.f. brushes, okay? Like one of them e.l.f. foundation brushes. And I'm not sure how I really feel about this foundation yet, guys. I recently got it. I have to wear it a few more times to let y'all know. But if you're like my complexion, you might have to get both. Or you could still use the Toffee. But I think that you have to play with like your contour and all that to warm your face up, because it really doesn't have a warm undertone and my undertone is warm. And I'm just going in with my beauty blender over top to just like smooth everything out. The foundation though, it really lasts a long time. I'm not gonna hold you, it lasts really long. That's the plus. For concealer, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer and I think I'm using Warm Honey to highlight my face, and I'm gonna go over that with, I think, a medium beige or something. Yeah, I think it's medium beige. I just added that to give me like a, you know, an extra pop on top for the highlight. But that's what I'm using as my concealer, and I'm putting it under my eyes, you know, the bridge of my nose, my little chin area, and above my lip, you know, the areas that people put concealer. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing, and I'm taking a water break to let my my concealer set a little bit. It's better when you leave it to set a little bit, you get more coverage. And then I'm just going in with my beauty blender and I'm just blending out that concealer. And I start from, like, you know, the middle of my face, and then I do my under eyes and I go back and forth between both eyes, so like it's even. And then I do, you know, above my lip and below my chin and get it all blended out. And for the edges, guys, you can take your foundation brush and just diffuse the edges into your skin so there's no line of demarcation. And for setting it, I'm using good old Airspun powder, and I'm just lightly setting my under eyes, my nose, and all the areas that I had applied concealer previously. So that's what we're doing. And I don't really bake, guys, but I really wanted my makeup to stay, so I lightly baked. I didn't leave like a lot of product on my face because I don't want to look like overly like ghost or whatever, so I didn't like use a lot. So I lightly, you know, set those areas that I tend to crease. And for contour, I'm going in with my Black Radiance contour palette and I'm mixing the Sculpt and the contour shade, and I'm using the light to medium palette. I think that's it, light to medium, or is it medium to light, whichever, but I'm using that one. And I'm just using a Real Techniques brush and I'm putting it on the high points. No, not the high points. I'm putting it on the contour parts of my face, guys, and I'm just bronzing up my face. You know, the areas that you put bronzer and contour. Oh my god, this explaining it ain't going right. But I'm just warming up my cheeks and around my hairline, my forehead, contouring that big ass forehead a little bit, you know, so we look snatched. And guys, I'm wearing my natural hair out, as you can see from the intro. Yeah, I was wearing my hair and I decided like we just gonna rock the fro, and that's it. And I'm taking the airspun powder and I'm cleaning up under the contoured sections of my cheek just to make everything all nice and sharp. So that's what we're doing. And for my brows, I'm taking the same Illegal concealer that I used to highlight, and I'm going under my brows. I literally just brush them up and then I just go under them with that and clean up the lower part of my brows, and then I add the concealer all over my lid and I blend it out, and I add some setting powder on there. Oh no, I didn't set it. Sorry, I didn't set it because these shadows that I'm about to use, I wasn't sure about them, so I didn't set it. So I'm just using a Real Techniques, one of their eye brush, and I'm just blending that out, and I do the same thing to the other brow. And then guys, I literally just go in with a pencil or something, whichever pencil. I didn't put that part in, but I just went in with a random pencil and I just filled in the space of my brows that needed filling in, and then I just cleaned it up a little bit. Nothing crazy. Like, I haven't been doing extra brows. Like, I don't know, the Instagram brow phase, I think I'm kind of over it. I've been over it, so I've just been doing natural brows. Like, whatever mood I'm in, that's what I go for. So I haven't been doing snatched brows. But anyways, for the eyeshadows, I'm using this Nika K eyeshadow palette, guys. This palette was $2.99. I found it at my local beauty supply store. I loved the colors. I wasn't sure if it was gonna show, but I really liked the colors, and I went in with the lightest color, and I'm using that in my crease. I don't know why I decided to put that in my crease, but I was trying to transition and shit, and it was kind of a light pink. At first I was scared, but afterwards it all works out. And this palette, as I said, was $2.99, like for real. And then I used that shade right there, that kind of light pink shade, but not very light pink, but I use that shade. I don't know what shade it is, and I put that in my crease area and I blend it up towards my brows. And I'm using tapping motion, guys. I don't you know, do windshield motions. I'm using just tapping motion to place it in, because that's how I do when I do my eyeshadows. And guys, the color payoff, I was surprised because it was pretty good. Like, this shit was $2.99, like $2.99. Like, I couldn't have imagined that it would create such a good look. I really like the colors, how they looked, but I didn't expect it to give me much of nothing. But we gotta look out of it, like, come on now. And I really just did the same thing to the other eye. I just kept building up the shadow in my crease, well, my upper crease, because that's not really my crease, my upper brow area right there. I just kept building up the color, and as I said, I use patting motions. But for the second color, guys, which we're gonna get into soon, the second color, I had to resort to doing some windshield motions. Yes, that's the second color, that kind of cranberry color. That's like the main color. I was using that in my crease as well as over the entire lid. In the end, I ended up using it over the entire lid. But starting off in my crease, it was kind of patchy. I don't know why it was doing that to me. And I was like doing packing motions, but it was still very patchy. So I had to go in and do windshield motions. And when I did that, guys, it kind of got everything all together. And afterwards, I just did the patting motions. But this cranberry color is so pretty. Like, it's so pretty. Like, fall on a budget. Like, I outdid myself, like, that ass. Fall on a budget. And this slay was a slay. So I just kept patting those colors. That color, sorry. I cannot with myself. I just kept patching that color into the area, just tap, and yeah, as I said, I had to use windshield motions at first to get it smooth. Then I just kept tapping that color into the area, and then when I build it up to a consistency that I liked, I moved on to the other eye. And at first I was going to attempt to cut my crease, but then guys, I changed my mind, so I did not do a cut crease. I ended up putting the color all over my lid area, from my crease to my lid area, and then adding something over top, but you're gonna see that pretty soon. So I'm adding the same color to the other eye, and yeah, that's it for here. You see me putting the other color on the lid. That was like a last minute decision, but that's what I did, and I think the colors look so pretty. I don't even think it shows that well how pretty it was on camera. And then I'm going in with that nice shimmery purple shade. Like, that shade was so pretty, and I'm not speeding this section up because I want y'all to see. I just went in with my fingers. I literally went in with my fingers and I just added that shade. At first I was scared, you see me, it took me forever to actually put it on my lid, and then I'm like, oh, okay, we got something here. And then I just added it over the entire lid, and it just gave me that really nice, pretty, glowy, I don't know how to explain, just give me that really nice look, which I really liked. And then to like neaten it up, I went in with like a flat brush, like a flat packing brush, and I kind of carved a kind of cut crease. It's not a cut crease, but I kind of carved the shimmer in a cut crease kind of look. And guys, you'd see me going in with the purple shade, well, the cranberry shade that I used previously, and I was just going in to, you know, neaten everything up. You have to go over the shadows here and there, touch up where you need to touch up to get it to look nice. And I really like this color, and I did the same thing on the other eye. Like, I really was feeling the color. I did not expect this from a $2.99 eyeshadow palette at my beauty supply store. Like, who would have thought? And I just did the same thing for the other eye, and the eye is complete. And I went in with my Fit Me, and I'm the shade 330 if you're my shade twin, and I'm just using that to brush away all the excess setting powder so we don't look like no ghosts or nothing. And yeah, I used my brush that I used for my contour, and I just went back in and I just warmed up those areas of my face that I felt kind of got washed out. And I did my nose with a slight contour, and I'm going in again with this spray that's clearly finished, but I had to get everything out of it, and of course it had to leave those freaking marks on my face. But the same colors that I use on my eyes under my eyes, and I'm just smoking that out. And that pretty champagne-y color, I'm using that on my inner tear duct to give us a nice highlight. This palette is really good, guys. It has eyeshadows and it has blush, but I use the blush on my eyes, but that's okay. You can use it for whatever you want to do with it, and for $2.99 it's a deal. And I'm using Drugstore lashes. These are the Kiss I Envy, so wispy, and these are in the number 10. I posted this on my Instagram and everyone was asking me what the lashes were. It's Drugstore, really cheap ass lashes. But yeah, that's what I put on because this look is supposed to be Drugstore and beauty supply. So I went off camera, put my lashes on because they were a problem. And I just went in with my Milani Baked Blush, and this is number 2, I think. Yeah, that's the color. And then I went back into the palette, the actual Nika K palette, and I picked one of the blush shades from there and I added it on top of the Milani blush, and it really brought the look together. Like, everything just looked bomb. And this is a very bold look, guys. Like, this isn't like every day I'm trying to look like this. No, this is a bold, like, nice cranberry look. Like, you trying to slay it or not. And I'm going in with my Maybelline Master Chrome, and it's clearly been used the hell up. The top even came off, and I'm just highlighting my face. This is my favorite drugstore highlighter. Love, love, love it. And I know you've seen the reviews about this. Really, really pretty. And I'm just highlighting my face. And to set everything, I'm using my Morphe. And Morphe isn't at the drugstore or the beauty supply. I'm sorry, but that's the only setting spray I got that makes sense. So I'm using my Morphe Ride or Die setting spray. And yeah, I wanted to play up some like drama on the lips. I wanted my lips to be like purple vampy looking. Guys, I bought this liquid lipstick. Oh child, Nika K did good with a lot of things, but the liquid lipstick that I got, it just was not doing it. I don't know if it was old or what was happening to it, but I applied my lips, guys, because at first brown was not the color for my lips. It was supposed to be purple cranberry vampy. So I applied the lip and it just wasn't settling down. I applied more than one layer and it wasn't settling down. And when I checked it out, the middle part just was separating. I don't know what was going on with me in that liquid lipstick, guys, but it's a no for me. So I had to take it off. It would have been so nice if that was the actual lipstick that I wore with this look, but it didn't work out for me. So I had to take it off, guys, and I was very disappointed. But the eyeshadow is a go. It's a must-have, but not the liquid lipstick. I don't know. Maybe I got a bad one. But look at how good that would have looked. Oh my god. But it wasn't playing with me today, so I had to take it off. Like, you gonna see, I had to literally wipe it all off. Because look at the middle. It was not, a whole mess. A whole mess. I was so tight. I had to wipe it off. And I'm just going in with my Sephora liquid lipstick. I know it's not drugstore. I know it's not beauty supply, but this is my favorite color for the fall. And it's their liquid lipstick. And this is in the shade, I think it's number 43. I think it's crimson or something like that. But once you have the number, they'll know what you're talking about. It's number 43. And I'm just cleaning up my lips because that Nika K lipstick really kind of messed my whole lip up. So I'm just trying to clean it up as much as possible. But this is the look, guys. So let me know down below what you think. Like, leave me a like, leave me a comment. Be sure to subscribe. Like, come on, like, don't be just watching and not supporting your girl. I need y'all to subscribe to me. Like, we're trying to get to 50K. Like, let's go, guys. Like, oh, let's go. We got like 60% left to get to 60K. We're like 40, maybe 45% of the way. So like, let's go, guys. Like, subscribe to my channel. And oh, for my bottom, I was wanting to try some lashes. So I cut up some Kiss lashes again that I got from the drugstore, and I added like a few. I don't know if it came out great. I don't know. You let me know. You be the judge of that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next one. Leave me a like, leave me a comment. I love you guys. Bye. Mwah.